Hello, everyone. It's Sunday once again. Welcome to another episode of Ask the Drummer. We're a bit later than our usual time slot because I've just been to the most amazing Stockport Music Story tour in Stockport, of course, and just been to see Peter Hook and Clint Boone. I mean, Peter Hook was there to unveil plaque because it's the 45th anniversary of the release of Joy Division's Unknown Pleasure, and of course it was recorded in Strawberry Studios in Stockport. So that's the reason why I was there. And also Clint Boone, Boone Army. I love Inspiral Carpet since I was in the Middle East in the 90s. So I really love Manchester music, or greater Manchester music, like Stockport and everything. But anyways, so not far from Stockport is a town called Macclesfield. And speaking of Joy Division, two members of Joy Division were actually from Macclesfield. And today's guest is born and bred in Macclesfield, and I'm really pleased to have him on the show. My dear friends, please welcome Albert Oakes.
Hello.
Hello, Albert. You okay?
I'm not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. What's the weather like in Macclesfield? It's raining here.
Yeah, it's raining here most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, when we were actually out, because it's like the unveiling of the plaque, so it's outdoors.
Right.
I think we were just it did rain for a bit, but it stopped, and we were lucky that when they finished the tour, that's when it started. So pouring. Yeah, but anyways, before we actually continue with the interview or with the questions, I met someone today who's like a member of 13 Rats, or a former member. Mick, your bass player.
Yeah, he's our old bass player.
Yeah, he was there, and he wanted me to say hello to you because I told him, yeah. Well,
wow.
So he's not part of the. He's not a member of the band anymore.
No, not anymore. No, we're 4-piece now. It's just 4 of us at the moment.
Oh right. Yeah. Well, I saw him. When I saw him, and I thought, I know this person, but I can't figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when before I left, he actually showed me a photo of the 3 of us. The one that I posted for Ask the Drummer.
That's it. Yeah, that was good. Good show.
Yeah. Hello.
Be company.
Yeah,
you couldn't commit to the time with
us.
That's it. And he's the singer of 13 Rats. We've got to say that. So yeah. So he wanted me to say hello to you because he showed me that photo and said. But anyways, so yeah, you're born and bred in Macclesfield.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, gloomy Macclesfield.
Yeah, it's Joy Division town, isn't it? It's
Joy Division, the Mac lads.
The Mac lads, yeah, that's another one. So, and well, the last time I saw you, the first time I saw you at Spinning Field, the Spinning Top. Sorry, not a Spinning Field, the Spinning Top in Stockport. I remember the one thing that really sticks in my mind is your dancing bass.
Yeah, the bass having a bit of a moment on it. Yeah. I think I saw your video. It's bouncing all over the place because one of the legs on the bass drum was broken up. But it made it more exciting to play anyway.
But the funny thing is, it's you were already into 2 or 3 songs before you noticed it.
I couldn't really do much about it. I mean, it was funny though.
Was it so difficult though, or different?
Yeah,
Have you noticed it? So like,
because one of the drums is attached to the bass drum, so it was like shaking all over the place. So it made it a bit more difficult, but it was funny. Got through I got the song, so it's fine.
and then after that, when they've extended the legs,
Yeah.
they've actually sort of like, was it better for you though after that?
Did we end up fixing it? I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone did. Someone saw like those legs of it, extended it, and then it made it steady.
All right. Yeah. I can't remember if it was fixed or not, but we had a few too many beers that one.
You don't remember?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know? I'm gonna say this because Macclesfield. I love sort of like going to Macclesfield because of course with the Joy Division, Ian Curtis sort of like association. But in the last couple of years, I actually dread going to Macclesfield because 2 years ago I was diagnosed with breast cancer and it's in Macclesfield Hospital.
Oh right.
Yeah. So Macclesfield now, I mean, which is a bit sad, but I associate it with hospitals.
Yeah.
Christie. You know?
Yeah. No, that's a shame. So it's not associated with music as much anymore then.
Well, yeah, I should really just go there, not because I needed to go for a checkup, but just, like go to that mural. Because there's how long has it been there? There's like a new Ian Curtis mural in.
Oh yeah, the big painting.
18 months.
Yeah, about 18 months. I think that's been there now. But it's a great picture.
There's a new one there. Margin Music.
Apparently there's a new one outside Margin Music in the music shop in Mac as well now. I didn't know that.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I'll check that out sometime.
Yeah. Have you actually been to the? Do you know? Because I'm sure you see a lot of tourists around Macclesfield looking for Ian Curtis's places.
Yeah, I've seen a few. I remember last time was a group of German people who'd come down. They were all like wearing Joy Division and stuff. They were walking around when I was going to the shop once, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my friend.
Have you been to sort of like his? Like the cemetery.
Yeah, I've seen his. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got people leave loads of stuff on it, like coins and
flowers.
Stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah. So welcome to Ask the Drummer. Episode 128 is all about you, Albert Oakes. So. Like we said, born and bred in Macclesfield, and there's quite a few notable musicians from there. You mentioned the Mac Lads,
yeah,
and of course Stephen Morris. He's also from Macclesfield, and Gillian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and this I only found out yesterday when I was sort of like doing my script. Apparently, Noddy Holder lives there now.
All right.
Do you know?
Apparently, yeah.
You've not seen him around?
No, I haven't seen him. No.
But what was Macclesfield like when you were growing up? Because you're obviously young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was it like for you? What was your Macclesfield like when you were growing up?
Well, it's quite a nice place, really, but there wasn't much to do. So it was all about playing music and mates' garages and skateboarding, getting into all sorts of trouble and stuff like that, really.
Was there like a music scene? Is punk like the main like music genre around Macclesfield?
There's quite a decent like alternative sort of punk scene in Mac, I'd say. There's a lot of really good bands like coming up. But yeah, it's quite an artistic town, I'd say.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on musically.
Is the festival still? Is it going? Because I remember I went to the Macclesfield Festival twice.
Oh yeah.
I think it's stopped now. They don't do that anymore.
know what, I don't actually know. I've not seen anything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's normally happening. It's still going.
Is this?
Yeah, apparently it's still going. Apparently.
It's still going. Oh, right. And so, but for young people like yourself, which do you go to, like a lot of clubs in Macclesfield? Are there places like that where you go to, or do you go to Manchester or?
Yeah, I mean,
Stockport?
unfortunately, there's not many decent places left in Mac anymore. There's one with two nets was a really good place to go, but that's the owner's. I think she left today actually. But yeah, there's an Nag's Head. There's a place called Mash, which is all right. Has some decent music too. Yeah, there's not many other places left now. So it's best areas like Manchester or Stockport, or or outside of Mac really.
Yeah, but are you from a musical family?
Yeah, kind of. My older brother, he taught me how to play some guitar. Yeah, growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had lots of friends who played instruments. And my mum was actually apparently back in the day. She didn't like talking about it, but she was a grade 8 classical guitarist, which was really cool. She won't play it anymore. She doesn't like it.
Oh no.
That's pretty cool. And my grandma was a good piano player as well, apparently, which is really cool. Yeah. Quite a lot of musical background.
Yeah. Well, but what got you into drumming? Because if they're like like classical guitarist, or your brother taught you how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
What got you into drumming?
Probably listening to Led Zeppelin with my dad, hearing John Bonham. I really wanted to be a drummer from a young age. Really, just always liked drums. Maybe it's just hitting stuff with sticks. Yeah. It's just fun, right?
Even when your brother was teaching you how to play the guitar, you still sort of like thinking you wanted to be a drummer.
Yeah, well, the problem was I didn't have a drum kit. So like the next thing I could do was try and learn a bit of guitar and stuff. So, but I did get a drum kit, which was cool. The neighbours hated it apparently.
I can imagine.
Letters from the council and all sorts. We never stopped me, so it's all good.
So how old were you when you had your first drum kit?
I think I was about 14, maybe. Yeah, I was about 14. I had this like second-hand kit, which was all busted up and that, but it worked absolutely fine. I loved it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just went from there.
Do you still have it, or do you still have that drum kit?
That's long gone, that one now. I mean, I saw some really old cymbals off it, I think, somewhere. But that's about it, yeah.
But did you have any proper like drumming lessons, or did you just like teach yourself?
When I was in my teenage years, throughout school and a bit of college, I did drum lessons at a place called Trackside Studios in Mac, which is a great place. And I can't remember how many years. I did for quite a few years. And the drum teacher I had was a guy called Neil, who apparently taught a guy from a band called the Virgin Marys, who are from Mac.
Oh, right.
Quite well known now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing really well, the Virgin Marys, aren't they?
Yeah. Really, really cool guys are. I do see them about sometimes in Mac.
Yeah.
They're really, really good to talk to.
So when you the drumming lessons that you had, I mean, I would assume that it was sort of like like the traditional or maybe a typical way of playing the drums, but the way you do it is like punk. It's like really fast, isn't it?
Yeah, I got taught lots like samba and some stuff like that. Like really, really different stuff. At the time, I used to say like, well, why am I learning this stuff? I want to play like fast and. But he said to me like, just trust me. And, yeah, it's really good because I can use some of that in other stuff, some technique learned in drum lessons, yeah, within punk drumming, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really helpful to have lessons anyway, I think.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, at least you know. So can you read like? I think there's like a sheet music for drummers as well.
Yeah.
Isn't so? Can you do that? Can you read?
I can, but I can't. Like I could understand it, but if I can't play to that, I really struggle with that.
Oh,
It seems easier to do it by ear for me than to learn it off a piece of paper.
yeah.
It's like I understand it. It's just it takes me a lot longer to get it.
Oh, right.
So
It's just
the symbols and stuff. So
yeah. So, but if you listen to the music, and then you can just pick out, pick out.
I find it easy. Yeah, like listening, I'll get people something. Yeah.
What was your first band?
My first band.
Yeah.
Ooh. I used to like mess about at school, playing with people a little bit, but I don't think we ever made really like bands as such. But my first proper band was a band called Upon This Fate, where I was playing guitar in that band. I wasn't playing drums.
Right.
Then I've been in a few like cover bands and stuff, playing drums.
Yeah.
I did stop playing for quite a while after I finished college, and I moved to guitar because again, when I moved into my own place, I couldn't play drums, so I moved more to guitar and bass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was playing in some cover bands playing drums, which was quite good actually. Like we did all right. Yeah. Then I found these guys. It's amazing.
Well, which instrument do you feel more comfortable with? Are you more comfortable playing?
Definitely drums.
Guitar?
Drums is where it's at for me. Yeah, that's my heart.
Yeah. So how did you meet them? How did you meet 13 Rats?
It's funny actually. I was jamming with one of my friends in a studio in Mac, and we went to the pub after, and we bumped into Andy and Sharon. And he just came over straight off, and he said he was looking for a drummer for this like band he was putting together. And me and the other guy were both drummers, and he was into it, but I just said like, yeah, I can give it a go. So I did. I took his number, and here we are today.
But has he already seen you play the drums, or was it just?
No, I'd not really met him before. I'd heard of him from a previous band he was in called Cash for Chaos. And that he'd done, but I didn't really know him. But I just thought I'll give it a shot,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I did.
Where did that name come from? 13.
I'm not entirely. I think it's something to do with anarchy. And has some meaning behind it, but
the 13th rat.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that's like the 13th rat sends a pack into chaos or something along them lines. It just sounds cool anyway, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I've noticed that you've recently.
Andy can explain this one.
Do you want?
I'm talking sense here, to be honest with you. But the Anti-Nowhere League did a song called the 13 Rat Theory. I'm a big fan of the Anti-Nowhere League, and basically, according to their lyrics, 12 rats can live happily in a box, no problem. But you have the 13th rat, and everything goes pear-shaped, and they all start eating each other. And apparently, it's the definition of anarchy. So,
I see.
There we go.
And you already had. Well, you already had that name 13 Rats before you joined them, or was it only after you joined that they called themselves 13 Rats?
Originally, we were called the Vampires. I can't remember when we changed it, but it's quite soon into jamming. We changed the name for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the name comes from. Anyway, I wasn't too sure.
That is actually really cool, So like having just the 12 rats are okay, but then when you add an extra one.
Yeah.
But I've noticed on Facebook that you've recently changed it from Roman numerals from XIII
That's
to
it.
just the number 13.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's the reasoning behind it?
Well, it's we had so many people asking us like they couldn't find us on social media. They will get tagged and stuff, but it's like X111 or XLLL. Like, so I think
Oh,
struggling to find us. I don't think they knew it was 13 and Roman numerals. So we just thought to make it easier for everyone to find us, we'll just change it to 13.
oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because I thought that looks actually more like what's the word? Because having the XIII, but then now like, but it makes sense. People just types.
That's like the logo is still Roman numerals and stuff, and on t-shirts that we're going to be doing. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's made it easier for people to find us. That's all.
Yeah.
We've got so many people saying they couldn't find us, so
So
yeah.
how long was it since 13 Rats were formed? How long have you been playing like together?
I think we did our first gig about a year ago. So just over a year, I think we've been playing about 18 months. I think I think it's about 18 months we've been playing together now.
You were fairly new when I saw you at the Spinning Top.
Yeah. That would have been when we're playing with Mick and stuff as a 5-piece. Yeah. So it's not been too long, really.
Yeah. So you've got a new bass player now.
No, it's just 4 of us at the minute.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
We're looking for another bass player soon. But we're just going as a 4-piece at the minute.
Yeah.
We did a gig that sounded like one of the best ones we've done so far, I think. So.
But you have been really busy, though. You've been doing a lot of gigs.
We have, considering, we have done quite a lot of gigs. We got quite a lot booked in already this year, which is quite good.
Yeah. But the only thing that when I was writing my script, what I normally do is look up Discogs. So you haven't released a record yet, or maybe
No,
CD.
We've got two songs recorded now, which are out on all the.
I think Bandcamp. I think you can get them on Bandcamp. I think.
Yeah, we're on Spotify and stuff now. We got two songs. A song called Evil Red and a song called To Be Free, which that should be out on everything now.
Yeah.
And we are in the making of doing an EP, which should be done very soon, which is cool.
Yeah.
Well,
also, there's I don't maybe I haven't really looked into it, but there's I couldn't find any article about 13 Rats, or maybe so I was thinking, because being a punk band, I think you need someone like John Robb to go into your show, and then just maybe he can write something on Louder Than Words, or or Louder Than War. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we need stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think you should maybe just contact him and say, we're playing in, I don't know where I think you're playing down south. I think Utoxeter is the next one that you play.
Yeah, that's on the 22nd.
The Old Star.
Yeah, at the Old Star, which we played there a few times. We love it there.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe next Manchester gig, or maybe Stockport or whatever, you should invite John Robb, he could write something about, because he's very good. Yeah, he's very good like that. He goes to when there's a new band that he can write about, and especially punk bands.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely have to definitely look into that.
Yeah.
Let me leave it up to Andy and all them. They're good with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you've got a social media presence, because I think social media is really good. In
it's good. Across, definitely. Yeah.
What about Rebellion? Have you heard of Rebellion Festival, which is like a punk?
That's festival.
Yeah, punk festival.
We've actually tried to. We did send in an application for that.
Twice.
Yeah.
You need nothing.
But we haven't heard anything from it, unfortunately. But you know.
Yeah, because I think you do. I mean, I haven't been, but I've got a friend who comes over from Dubai like annually, like every year, to go to Rebellion Festival, and it's like all these punk bands and so like new bands and established punk bands.
That's a great mix. I used to work with a guy who religiously went every year, and he said it's the best mix of like punk and stuff. It's a great amp. So we would love, honestly, one of our aims is to play there eventually. So we're going to keep trying every year.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed, So like I said, I mean, if you get in touch with John Robb, I'm sure you'll be. He seems to be a regular there. So...
we'll have to invite him to one of our gigs.
Yeah, you've got to. Because I must admit that, I mean, where I'm originally from in the Philippines, it's sort of like a bit of it gets sort of like mixed up with like punk and new wave.
Yeah.
And then we also like just but I think I'm more into sort of like the new wave side of music than punk. Although, we do. I mean, I do like Sex Pistols and things. So it's like, but when I posted about Ask the Drummer, I mean, I did say that punk not there. It's like it's one of those sort of like cliches. Say punk is over. No, punk's not dead. They're in Macclesfield.
Yeah, but punk's still very alive.
Still very much alive. So, in 18 months that you've been so like gigging, and do you get recognized in Macclesfield?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we do, yeah. When we've done gigs, there is like a handful of people who will come and see us every time when we play Mac, and it seems like there's a few people that like us, which is good. I mean, yeah. Well, we're not like big or anything. But, yeah, we got people who come and support us every time, which is great.
Yeah. But because it's not just really punk. Because you do like ska. There's all like you do incorporate that kind of element into your music as well.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I think we have talked about this. There's other stuff going on within the music, but we try and make it kind of different, or try and mix it up a bit. Like we do have some softer songs, like a song called "To Be Free," which is quite a dark but it's almost softer song, cleaner. Then we have some which are chaotic. But yeah, I don't really know. Like, it's just easy to put it in with like punk and rock and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the Mac Lads, for example, I'm not really I'm not very familiar. I know the name, and I know the name, but so I looked it up, and apparently their music was not really for. I don't know. So it's not just punk, but apparently, it's like the dirty side of punk.
Yeah, very, very chaotic, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you are they still going?
I'm not too sure. I remember, I think it was a few years ago, they were doing some shows, but I don't know if that was just a temporary thing they were doing.
Yeah.
I don't actually follow them, to be honest. I think that it's dead cool. I think they're great, but I'm not too sure. I'm not really seeing anything about them.
No, but when you're not gigging, do you go to a lot of gigs and just as a punter?
Bands, yeah, I do try. I like to go to little gigs, the Spinning Top, places like that, or like little gigs in Manchester. Go and see some new bands. I like doing that. I haven't done that for a while though. But yeah.
So at the moment, are you recording, or are you, when you're not gigging or anything, are you doing so like, are you going to release an album or an EP or something?
Yeah, we're going to we are in the making. We are making an EP at the minute. I felt like a little 5-track EP.
Yeah.
I think all we've got to do now is just the vocals and get it, mix and mastered and stuff. Then I think that should be sorted. So it should be ready really soon.
Yeah. And is this in Macclesfield? So you're recording it in Macclesfield, or?
We did the drums a while ago at Big Red Studio in Mac, which is a great guy. He mastered a couple of tracks we did recently, and they sound really good. But then one of our friends called Jake, he's actually recording it at his house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Stuff, which is great.
Are you thinking of releasing it like a physical copy, or is it download?
We'll try and get it on as many things as we can. We'll get some discs and get it on Spotify and everything.
Or vinyl. I mean, most people seem to be wanting to get their music on vinyl. And
yeah, I actually saying that I had a look into this last week because Andy listens to loads of vinyls, and like I said, there's a lot of people that do collecting. So I had a look into it, and it's really expensive unless you're gonna sell like loads of copies, which I doubt we're gonna sell that many.
Yeah.
I can't remember how much it was, but it's quite a hefty price.
But at the moment, are you managing yourself, or have you got a manager?
But we just do it ourselves, right? With the help of a few people.
Yeah.
We just do stuff ourselves, really.
So what's your the process for recording? Do you do your own drum part, or is it like Andy's already got the song and then he's got the drum part already that you just play, or do you actually have an input and you do your your drum your drum part of the song?
Writing songs and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, because I do play a little bit of guitar and stuff. Like there is a couple of songs which I've put an input on. Well, I had a little riff idea, and we just jammed it out, or had a go, and I wrote a few lyrics as well for a couple of songs.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I just have it's quite a collaborative input in this band where everyone, we all put in ideas and do our bit. Yes, we all have ideas and just throw them in, really.
Yeah, I always get I'm fascinated about the songwriting process, because I don't know if it's true, but most of the time, the songwriter, which is most of the time is the singer, actually has he's got an idea already how the song is going to be, how it sounds and everything. So it's just I wonder whether every say the bass player has got their own input, and they can put his own bass riff, or then the drummer will have their own drum part they want to put, or maybe it's already done and then the other musicians are just doing what the songwriters already envision it to be. So is it like that with 13 Rats, or do you all just have your own
ideas? It can be anything. There's been times where we've just been in the room and someone's come up with a little riff, then we've just literally built off that. Then it's become a whole song with everyone's input and loads of different ideas. Someone take bits out and add parts and whatever. But then there's other times where someone will have an idea of a song structure, and we'll use that and build off that, and it'll be almost complete basically. It can go either way. It just depends, really. You just go with it and just see what happens normally. And then, it's quite nice because, like you said, sometimes in bands it can be a whole idea, then you just get a band to play it. Whereas this is it's a big collaboration of different ideas and different things, different themes, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, because you always have to sort of like think about the future as well. Because
Yeah.
like the songwriter, they always say that the songwriter always gets the big chunk.
Yeah.
So if it makes money, you know.
That's it.
So you've got to sort of like think about the future, you know. So like if it makes the song makes money, either you split it. Like at the moment, there are four of you. So, like,
Yeah, I think as a band, it's all quite fair. So either way, all credits split four ways with us, really, because
yeah.
you know, like Mick, who's not with us anymore, but he had some ideas. He's wrote a couple of songs as well. So we got to give him credit for some of them. And, you know, but it's just nice that it's collaboration.
Yeah. Which I think it's good when it's like that. You know, there's no sort of like leader. That everybody's actually sort of like, you know, they have their equal sort of like share of what's the song is. You know, what the song is about. Yeah. So when you're not so you're doing a gig in Uttoxeter, and you said that before we came on the show that you just been to Bolton last Friday. So what was what was that like? Were you the headliner? So was it like?
Bolton, we were for Bolton on Friday.
Yeah.
It's really good though. It's a band called Suburban Toys and Nomatrix from a punk band from Ireland. They were really good. Both bands were really.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. We get this sometimes. We live on the main road. That's why sometimes we saw like, and in Stockport we always get this sort of like sirens. So
that's it.
Yeah, so it's like it's a punk event. So there's a punk band from Ireland, and then is the other one local?
They're from Lincolnshire.
Okay.
But they're like a ska punk, like almost like a hardcore ska band.
Yeah.
Really interesting bands. Both of them were like really cool bands. Really cool people to out with as well, which was nice. I don't know if you ever been there. It's a place called the Alma in Bolton, which is a really great venue.
I haven't actually been to Bolton for a gig. I mean, it's one of those places I know they have a really good record shop in Bolton.
Oh, do they?
X, yeah, I think it's an X record shop, but I've never been there for a gig, so I don't really know.
I'm ever going to Bolton, so I have no idea what the music scene's like. But that venue was, I really enjoyed playing there.
Oh, it's better than the one in Spinning Top. It was all like,
yeah, we love the Spinning Top.
I love the Spinning Top because it's my local. I mean, I just walked to that place. And actually, before, you know, like 2 weeks ago, I was at the Stone Valley Festival, and it's in the south. Can't remember a place called Ware, Ware, and I was all like thinking, I think that kind of festival would be good for bands like 13 Rats.
Yeah,
because
we'll do it.
Because there's a band there called Ferocious Dogs, and I think they're quite.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of them somewhere.
Yeah, I think they're pretty big. But I could see the audience, and the audience are really into this sort of like punk.
Yeah,
punk scene. And then there's another one called Barstool Preachers. Again, another sort of like punk, punk band. And the headliners were The Damned. So that.
Damned.
So I was just thinking, because I know that I was, I'm going to talk to you in a couple of weeks' time. I was so like, this would be good for 13 Rats. This kind of festival. So.
We'd love to do stuff like that. I mean, we're still working our way up to stuff like that at the minute. It'd be nice to get on some festivals. I just think it'd be a good laugh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think social media is the best, and I don't know how you get into those kind of things, but like, or maybe having an agent,
Yeah, I mean,
having
yeah,
an agent as well. Like,
yeah. We could do with a manager and someone like that. But
but so when you're not gigging, what keeps you busy? And you're not recording, and you're not with the band. So, what keeps you busy?
always playing and listening to music, going out with friends, having a laugh and stuff. Yeah, we just rehearse and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, not an awful lot really, to be fair.
That's in Macclesfield.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
not an awful lot going on in Mac. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but what about the rest of the band? Do they have like day jobs?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, Andy's a brain surgeon. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a few of us have jobs there now.
Yeah.
I was working at the hospital for a while.
Which one? Macclesfield?
Yeah, Macclesfield Hospital. Yeah.
Oh God! Which department?
Yeah, sure. I did do operation theatres, cleaning them for a bit. Then I moved on to smaller places, and yeah.
Well, you weren't there when I was had my operation 2 years ago.
I would have been. I wouldn't have been around that department. I don't think. Yeah.
That's a good job. So like being in hospital.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I've been off for a few months at the minute, so I've not been back yet. But yeah, it's a pretty decent job.
Yeah. So at the moment, you're just concentrating on like the band and
Yeah,
get record out, yeah, EP and stuff. Well, I'm gonna ask you this like regular questions that I always ask the guests on Ask the Drummer. I mean,
Okay.
one of them is I don't think I've seen you do this when I saw you at the spinning top, but do you twirl when you play?
sometimes.
Do you?
I can't do it very well, but yeah, I sometimes try. I can do it on certain parts. Like I'm not good at doing stick tricks and stuff. I see drummers do it. I actually saw a video. I think you posted of a guy playing when he was spinning while playing a beat. I
Yeah.
think that's magical. That looks real good. I do try and practice doing stuff like that, but I don't have the patience for it.
Oh, I think it's quite good though for a punk drummer to have that kind of
Yeah,
being able to do the twirling and
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. I mean, I love to do it. It's just it's quite difficult. I mean, sometimes I'll try and throw a stick up and catch it, but I'm 90% of the time I'll drop it. So I'll just try not to do stuff like that.
Maybe not when you're actually playing live, but when you're rehearsing, maybe when it's just during rehearsal, try and see if you can.
Yeah. Oh, I'm constantly throwing sticks about in the rehearsal room. Like, these guys are forever ducking and dodging the drumsticks from me trying to mess up. But, yeah, I think it looks great when people do it though. Like Travis Barker, he's one of my favorite drummers. He's really stuff. Like he can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. It's sort of like the and because when I go to a gig, I always make sure that I could see the drummer.
Yeah,
I could see what they're doing and things. And that's why I was when I noticed that your bass drum dancing, I thought, is this really what's supposed to be?
Yeah, make it like my thing, have a dancing bass drum.
Well, the next question is drumming heroes. Do you have any drumming? Oh, you said John Bonham earlier.
Yeah, John Bonham's one of my favourites. That's what started me off really was listening to Led Zeppelin with my dad growing up, and hearing John Bonham. Another big one is Travis Barker from Blink-182. I think he's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And yeah, just, I mean,
He's married to Kardashian, right?
yeah, I think he is. Yes. Involved in so much cool stuff. I just think his drumming is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Married to a Kardashian, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many good drummers. Yeah.
John Bonham though is like your what I don't want to say like typical, but he's a rock drummer.
Yeah.
And being because would you consider yourself a punk drummer? And
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And is there a difference though? Is it just faster? Is it rock but faster?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I could just say it's faster and harder. I guess it's hard to define, really, isn't it? I mean, because I do like playing some slower stuff as well.
Yeah.
And if I got the chance, I'd love to do other stuff like, like I even like some like hip hop drums. Like I think that's cool. Some beats like that, like a proper groove to them.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I think that's great.
What about jazz style of drumming? Like really,
jazz drumming is absolutely amazing, but it does frighten me. These guys doing stuff and it seems impossible. Like, well, apparently some of the best drummers in the world started off as jazz drummers or are jazz drummers. But apparently one of the drummer from Slipknot was a jazz drummer. But he plays like death metal stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, it's just interesting. Like I said, jazz drumming is just phenomenal.
Yeah, because drummers for me. I mean, I love drummers, and I just saw like when I see them, even though they have like different styles. It's only after I've seen this film on Netflix like a few years ago that when they started saying that there's a big difference between a rock drummer and a jazz drummer.
Yeah, I feel like jazz can be it's a lot more intricate with how they play and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I've seen some jazz drummers playing. It just seems like I don't even know how the human body can even do half that stuff. I mean, it's crazy. Some of the speeds they go up to as well. It's just it just blows my mind.
Yeah. But you being, you having proper drumming lessons, would you say that you would be able to sort of like do some jazz?
Oh no, definitely not. I mean, drum teacher was phenomenal, but I think you have to be really strict with yourself when you're playing if you want to do jazz. I mean, that's what I think. I've never actually tried, so I don't know. But it's like it just seems crazy, that stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe incorporate a bit of jazz and 13 Rats.
Yeah. Well, we do a swing version of one of our songs here and there. I've been trying to persuade them to do it live, but they won't.
Yeah. Well, my next question is, have you ever had any sort of like not emergencies, but accidents, like drumming disasters? I call it. Apart from that sort of like dancing bass drum that you've had before.
Let me think. I've had a couple. I had one time when my bass pedal broke because the one I use, I should get it fixed properly, but the chain on the bass pedal is held on by a paper clip, and that snapped once. But luckily I just put another one in, put another paper clip in. I've had dropping sticks is the worst one for me. I drop so many sticks all the time. And if I don't have spare ones next to me, it's quite a disaster. I have to play one hand or something. So, nothing big has happened, luckily. Not yet.
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't sort of like fallen off the drum stool or something?
Not yet, believe it or not. No. I mean, At the spinning top, actually, on the stage where the drum stool goes, there's a gap in the stage. So sometimes, if you put the seat a bit too far back, you fall down that gap. I've almost fallen off a few times there. But nothing bad's ever happened, really. Fingers crossed, so far, which is quite nice.
Well, at least you're aware of it so that you know.
But, you just got to take...
you can take precautions and all.
Yeah, like for me, dropping drumsticks is a really, really big one. So I always have multiple pairs next to me.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I always thought, but I see drummers and they have like loads of spare.
Yeah.
Drumsticks.
Right, probably for the same reason. Like it's probably just like that paranoia of dropping all your sticks.
Yeah.
Or snapping them.
But how easy it is to actually just pick up one if you drop one and then is it really close to you? Or?
Yeah, as long as you've got them near you, you can grab them. It's not too bad. But I do normally have like a stick holder that clips on. It's quite useful, but I think I lost that. That's my biggest fear anyway. But.
Well, you mentioned that. Is it the thing that's the one that hits the bass drum that you said is being held by a paperclip?
Yeah.
How does that work? Because it's supposed to be a sturdy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you could go
I think Andy actually put a nail in it now, so I don't think it's going anywhere. But it was held on by like a big paper clip that I just put in like the chain thing to hold it on, and strap tape around it. I should get it fixed properly. But that snapped off. But Andy, like I said, he put this big nail in it now and folded it over, so it's not going anywhere.
But is that because the one that you use at the spinning top, that's their drum? That's their drum kit, right?
Yeah, I have to bring my own pedal and stuff and all the breakables normally.
Oh, okay. So the pedals, that's also considered a breakable.
Yeah, your bass drum pedal is, yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it already comes with the bass drum.
No.
So every drummer, say there are 3 or 4 bands playing in one night, so they all have their own.
Yeah, it's just easily be broken, I guess. Like your snare drum, your cymbals, and your bass pedal.
I see. Oh, that's really interesting because I mean, I always tell people, like, I met someone today and I said something to her that, I love drummers, but I don't really know much about drumming. I mean, not the technical side of drumming. And it's just fascinating because all these things, like, especially if in one night there'll be 3 bands playing. Yeah. And they're all just using the same drum kit.
Yeah.
You see them when they change, when they change over into the next band or something.
Yeah.
They just adjust bits.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you just got to adjust it to your own taste, really. But it's yeah. I mean,
but have you always done like a gig where you're not playing your own drum kit?
Yeah.
Or sometimes do you carry it with you? Do you have your own drum kit? Sometimes
I do have my own kit, but yeah, usually the case is, especially for supporting, is using either the house kit or the headliner's kit, which is fine. Because, like I said, you bring your own cymbals and all your own bits. So you used to just how you need it, and so. So
it's not like you're carrying loads of things while the other band members are just.
When we went to Bolton, got the train, and all I had to carry was a few bits, which is quite nice. I like gigs like that, where it's minimal stuff.
Yeah. But, well, my last question for you now, because I know it's nearly 5 o'clock. What would be your advice to aspiring drummers or musicians in general?
just have fun, basically. You know, keep going. It can be stressful learning stuff. It can be really stressful, actually. But you know, just have fun with it and jam. And, you know, have a good time. I think that's the main thing with learning any instrument is make sure you enjoy it. You know, get creative and just enjoy yourself. I'd say.
I mean, I know you're young, but do you think it's has anyone ever said to you that it's harder now to get into like the music industry, or is it so like easier because now that we've got the internet that you can actually just sort of like put your music and let people sort of like from all over the world hear it?
It's quite a mixed opinion, that is. I mean, it's a hard one really, because you know it's better because you have got like all the media stuff now, like things like Spotify and you know YouTube and everything. So it's so much easier to get music out there to people. But at the same time, like the actual industry, like it seems, from what I've heard, it seems like it's harder to make money because not as many people buy like CDs and records, stuff like that. So I mean, I think it's good, really, because like I said, you can get your music out there straight away, and people can find it who want to listen to it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm finding bands all the time that you know I really like that I wouldn't have found without things like YouTube or you know Facebook and stuff. So
yeah.
I think it's good, really, but you know, like money wise or making money, I think it's a bit worse off. But I mean, I just enjoy playing music, so that doesn't really bother me as such.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I always say that media presence is always important for musicians, especially.
That's it. It seems, like I said, I wouldn't have found a lot of these bands I listen to now without media, so it's got to be good for it, really.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your band 13 Rats actually said we loves ya, Bertie. So that's really good. Why is that so like Andy was so like type there?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but well, thank you so much. Do you want to just sort of like invite everyone sort of like watching us, and also because it's going to be on YouTube anyway, so do you want to invite sort of like people to your gig and you talk to? I don't even know where that is. It's all like in the south. It's in the south, isn't it?
I'm actually not too sure. I know it's about an hour away from here. But yeah, if anyone's around the area, come on down to Uttoxeter and come and see us. We're also playing in Macclesfield in Duke's Court for a mental health festival kind of thing on the 26th, I think it is.
20.
Yeah, just after the Uttoxeter one. So yeah, if anyone's about for that, come down and see us.
Yeah, what's it called? What's the venue called?
We're playing at the Old Star in Uttoxeter. Then we are.
The one in Macclesfield?
That's called. I think it's called Duke's Court.
Duke's Court.
I think it's called Synergy, and it's it's for mental health, and there's quite a few different artists. I think there's like all sorts, like from indie, and drum and bass and all sorts.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool. Yeah,
and it's on your Facebook page.
Yeah,
13 Rats Facebook page.
Yeah. Oh, and the Nag's Head on the 28th of July. We'll be there for the Punk Half Day. Yes. Punk show we're playing on Nag's Head. We're fans from Brazil that are playing.
Oh, right.
Amit, who are a local band as well, who are really good.
Yeah. Well,
cool.
that's good. Well, what I'll do is I'll put a link to your Facebook page, the 13 Rats Facebook page. When I post something like I thank you for on the Astrotroma. So that should be good. And then if anybody wants to like find out more, they can just sort of like go on your page.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, wicked. Sounds good.
Yeah. And well, good luck. Good luck to the band, and more power to the band as well, because it's like Macclesfield. It's like a punk. It's a place for punk bands. That's
the one.
Yeah. Well, thank you, and thank you, Andy, and
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me on. It's been a
Yeah,
pleasure.
I hope to see the band. I hope to see you in the band again soon. I'll see if I can.
Yeah.
I can go to that one in Macclesfield. But like I said, at the
Yeah.
moment I'm so like dread going.
Yeah.
I'm dreading going to Macclesfield.
Okay, I wish you all the best with that. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's been great. Thank you very much for having me on.
Oh no, thank you for saying yes to us, Drummer, and good luck to good luck to you and the band. So
Thank
see you
you.
again. All right, thanks, Albert.
See you
Thank
later.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for joining us live. And we've seen Albert there, Albert Oaks from 13 Rats. And it's easier to find them now on social media, on Facebook, because it's now just 13, the number 13, and Rats. Used to be like the Roman numerals XIII Rats. So, but yeah, now I realize why they had to change the name. But anyways, I'll be back next Sunday with another amazing drummer from Glasgow. So that will be really, really good. So hopefully you'll be joining me again next Sunday. And as always, love music, love life. Oh, before I saw do you like my T-shirt at the moment? It's a Michael Head in the Red Elastic Band, Connemara. I thought, whoa, it's absolutely so like the effect it does. It makes with the green screen behind me. But anyways, yeah, so as always, love music, love life, love drummers. They're absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Albert Oaks, and hope to see you all again next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it, because it's nearly 5 o'clock now. And then I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Bye.